Hey everyone, welcome to this video review of both Sonic Universe 1 and Sonic Boom number 8, aka Worlds Unite number 1. Actually, it's Sonic Universe 76, I should say. Worlds Unite number 1, aka Worlds Unite number 1, and Sonic Boom Worlds Unite number 2. Sonic Boom number 8, that is. And from what I've read on here, I think the real Sonic Show, I'm pretty sure has said it, and Mega Beatman has pretty much said what I'm going to say. They definitely are good setup issues. There is no doubt about that. They definitely set up the premise really well. They give you a bit of a background as to how this all happened and everything. Like the background with Eggman conquering the Lost Hex world and having control over, for the time, having control over the Zete, and then losing that control thanks to a Sigma corrupting and controlling Orbot was a really a nice explanation of how the Deadly Six came into the story, how Eggman encountered them, and mostly now how basically, Sigma now controls them, and basically how, I know they said that word twice, but but how it also shows that without any control over them, that even Dr. Eggman fears the Deadly Six, and I like that situation. I really do. I like how they kind of gave us that origin of how it came to be. I also like the fact that you have Eggman and also Wily kind of not really happy at the fact that there's, like I said in the last review, they're not, they're not, they're not really happy with the fact that they're always used to being the ones giving orders. They're the ones used to, doing this and doing that and da. And, they're not used to it. They're not used to taking orders from someone and telling them what to do, especially when he has the muscle that he has in the Deadly Six behind him. But what I also found interesting in these issues, especially issue 1 of Worlds Unite, I like how basically you had the Deadly Six almost immediately kind of let Sigma know, hey, you gave us this armor, but guess what? It enhances our abilities to control robotic beings and machines like you, just like that. So I like how you kind of have that bit of a bit of that usurping right there, even though it was temporary. But I also like how Sigma, and it's like I said in my opinions and my opinion video, and I said in my review of 273, Worlds Unite number 3. I like how you kind of see that Sigma is always going to be a step ahead again with those that he commands, that are under his control. So it definitely. So I like how he's kind of a step ahead of that, especially with the Deadly Six. Like he knew the Deadly Six were going to control his body. He knew it, but he also was prepared. He also made sure that he had the upper hand, even if they, like I said, had the enhanced ability to control him. He had the upper hand to control them. So I kind of like that, and it kind of shows that what Eggman and Wily are planning, it's going to backfire in the face. Because I'm sure whatever issue it happens in when they attempt it, it's not going to happen. That basically whenever they attempt their usurping, if you will, of Sigma, it's not going to work, and Sigma's just going to come out and reveal that he's been onto them the whole time. So, yeah. And I'm sure we'll probably get some kind of confrontation with Wily and Mega Man and everybody, as well as, like I said, Eggman and Sonic and his friends. And we'll basically kind of get an explanation as to why, what's going on and everything. And Probably even have Eggman go like, probably explain that, hey, look, I've been left with no choice. You're always beating me at every punch, no matter what I do, and maybe even admit that even if he has the last emerald, there's probably a chance he's going to lose. So, stuff like that. Again, that's just my thoughts and opinion on what I think could happen in future issues. But just by seeing what happened in Universe 76, World Unite #1, with Sigma, like I said, it kind of tells you that he's going to be a step ahead, especially with Eggman and Wily. I mean, the way they're setting things up for Eggman and Wily, it's almost certain that the usurping's gonna blow up in their face because Sigma's gonna be on to them. So anyway, I like that. I do like that situation there, and it definitely was a good first setup issue. Sonic Universe 76, World Unite #1. It was a good first setup issue. The follow-up issue, which was Sonic Boom #8, World Unite 2, has a little bit more of a comedic flair to it. I like how basically it kind of keeps true a little bit to the Sonic Boom elements, being more comedic, being more lighthearted and comedic than anything. I have not read the Mega Man comics. I will admit that. I'm pretty sure I've said that before. But I like how they have... I have read the Mega Man comics when it comes to Worlds Collide, but I haven't read them since then. But I do like how, from what people have said, and I do agree with Beatman, I like how they've kind of toned down, X a little bit, kind of made him more like, he's understanding. Because when Styx first encounters him, she's not very trusting and all that, and, he's got to calm her down and say, look, we're not here to hurt you, we're here to help you, da-da-da-da. And for some odd reason, this is exactly, and for some odd, if not coincidental, unique reason, this is all, everything that's happening, everything that Styx is experiencing right now, it was exactly predicted in her dream, basically in her prophecy dream that she had. And she's elated. She's actually like, hey, then I wasn't going crazy. My dream wasn't wasn't made up or anything. I'm not going crazy. It's true. It came true. So, she's, basically finding out that it came true, is willing to help them out. So I do like that setup there. I kind of like the inclusion of maybe Chimp and the Beaver, if you will, Comedy Chimp and the Beaver character, because it's going to bring a little bit of lightheartedness. If they tag along, it will bring a little bit of that humor. Because can you imagine maybe Comedy Chimp, standing, Sally saying, maybe let's say Sally saying something sassy or wisecracking during the arc, or maybe even Quake Woman saying it, and all of a sudden you have Comedy Chip just appear out of nowhere. That I think that really helps out in the end. I am looking forward to the interaction with Styx, and when she interacts with the Prime Universe version of Amy and Sonic and Knuckles, and seeing how things go from there, and kind of explain maybe her situation. And that, on my world, you got to do... I mean, I could see her right now. I mean, I could see Ian Flynn maybe already writing a scene where a couple of scenes where she kind of interacts with the Prime Amy and says, on my world, my Amy doesn't wear this outfit. She wears, and probably just for some odd reason pulls out a picture saying, this is what my Amy wears, and it's more stylish. So I'm just saying that might happen, not saying it will. But I'm definitely looking forward to that interaction. But I do, like I said, I do like the lightheartedness that they put in the second issue of World Unite. It kind of gives you an idea that with the inclusion of Styx, the inclusion of Comedy Chip, if he's still going to be in there, and the Beaver, that's going to be they're going to bring some real lightheartedness to the situation in the end. So, again, it'll be really, really interesting. I mean, can you imagine, you're including Chun-Li and Ryu, and I think even Ken from Street Fighter. Can you imagine if Chun-Li says something sassy or wisecracking, and all of a sudden Comedy Chip's right near Chun-Li? So, I think it's a real unique dynamic that they're gonna hopefully incorporate in very well, very well. But overall, I thought, you know, it was a good follow-up issue, and it had that lighthearted tone in it and everything. So I thought it was really good. I mean, yeah, it does get serious, you know, towards the end a little bit more into what we're used to seeing with Mega Man and Sonic the Hedgehog main comic book. So it does get a little serious towards the end. You know, you kind of, I mean, you do have Eggman recapping how him and Wily first met, kind of throwing in a few twists and turns, his own versions here and there, which I'm sure his version's going to come back and bite him in the butt when Wily finds out the real truth, you know. But, yeah, you know, it does get a little dark and everything towards the end, especially with Sonic, you know, as Sonic Man attacking Mega Man's world, and Mega Man as Mega Eggman attacking Sonic's world. So I think it's really good. I think, like I said, it's nice little setups and everything to get us ready for what I feel it's going to be the meat and potatoes of this crossover. So that's all I have to say on it. Let me know what you guys think down below. Comment if you like. But that is my review on both Worlds Unite number 1 and 2, aka Sonic Universe 76 and Sonic Boom number 8. And I will do a review of Mega Man 50 when I get my hands on it. So let me know down below what you guys think, comment if you like, and I am out.